Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a Land Rover Defender with the 4-cylinder to see if the 4-cylinder has enough power to move this big beast. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Land Rover here in Lehi, Utah for giving me some time with this Defender. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions, just ask for Jordan. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 18 around town and then 20 on the highway, with power outputs being 296 horsepower and then 295 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see the blacked out elements on either side. I think that looks really sharp, and then the Defender logo also blacked out. And then notice how all around the headlight it's blacked out as well. And then we got some silver trim here at the bottom with parking sensors. Got fog lights on either side too. And putting it all together, the Defender obviously still has that cool boxy design. Now popping on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 285, 60, 20 in the front and over in the rear. And then you guys can see here with the wheels completely blacked out. And then I love the fender flares here and then how that bodywork continues along the side. Notice how we also have this that's blacked out that has the Defender logo, mirror caps, and then some of the window trim and everything also blacked out. And then here is your full side view with the Defender. And here's a quick look at the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. We got this to turn on the lights, and then that is to unlock the hatch. And then you've got the Land Rover logo on the back. And popping into said back, all connected just like the Mercedes G-Wagon, which is really cool. And you guys can see with the 110, we've got plenty of storage space here in the rear. It looks like this one has the mobile air compressor, which is really cool. Also have this to raise and lower the suspension in the rear, which is a nice feature. But yeah, plenty of storage space. And when you're all done, this is actually really easy to close. Love the taillight design here with the new Defender with all of the squares. And we've got more parking sensors at the bottom. We've got the recovery point and then the full-size spare. And putting it all together, let me you guys think about the looks on this particular 110. Now taking a look at the door panel, we got soft touch here at the top and then down below, and I love the exposed rivets here. And then we got some speakers here for the sound system. And this one's got some really nice seats. You guys can see perforated all down the center and very soft to the touch. And then legroom here in the back's really good. We have a little storage pocket. We've got vents here for the rear passengers. We got our own climate zone USBs as well. And then headroom's good. And then of course, being a 110, we got the Alpine lights. Now taking a look at the front door panel, again, soft touch at the top and then down below. Got all the exposed rivets. We've got all of our window controls here with our mirror adjustments, memory seats, and you guys can see a couple speakers here for the sound system. And then we do have blind spot monitoring with the mirrors too. And then here's the front seat. Again, you guys can see perforated all down the center portion. Power adjustments here on the side, and then you get your parking brake here, and then more soft touch there, and then also across the dash. And then this part of the dash too is also soft touch. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you guys can see soft touch all around, and then you got the 4-spoke design that looks really cool. We got practical controls here on the front for stuff like your adaptive cruise control, your heat steering wheel function, controls for the center stack, and then you get your regular stocks here on the back. And then we do have a full digital gauge cluster here in the center. Notice we can scroll through different bits of info there in the center with the gauge cluster as well. And then this does have a 360 camera system. Notice we have an on-road, an off-road, and a towing view. But really good camera system overall. Like, I love the resolution. It's easy to use, and it fills in underneath the vehicle as you move, which is another cool feature. Now this is the smaller infotainment system that you can get with the Defender. Fits very nicely in between these two pieces right here. But yeah, response time is good. It's easy enough to use. And then this is where we can also see the drive modes here. So we have basically a bunch of off-road modes, and then we have a couple of on-road modes, so they keep things simple that way. Got our shifter for that 8-speed automatic transmission, and then you can see we've got our multi-function climate control, so push in for the seats, and then you got fan speed, and then you got the drive mode select. So lots of controls there with that single control, right? Hill design control, we got this for the air suspension. We've got low range as well, and then some other climate controls kind of in that area. And then got our little charging area down below. And I like this here, the rivets again. Got some cup holders, and then center console. This one's a refrigerator, which is nice. And then nice padding here on the top. And then while we're on the topic of storage, it's got a big glove box. And then up top we got our controls here for the panoramic sunroof. Now taking a look at the window sticker, you guys can see 2024 Defender, and then these are the options this particular one has, quite a few. Total MSRP 76,000 on the dot. That was easy. I like that. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility over the hood and home. You can see the heads-up display, both the mirrors, do a blind spot monitoring, and throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, apparently I always forget how to use the Defender shifter. Hey, it's okay. But yeah, let's set off in the 4-cylinder. I thought that maybe the 24 Defender, the 110, would get the detuned inline 6 like what the 130 has. If you haven't seen that review already, I reviewed a 130, and basically you have the regular inline 6 to 130, well, what I consider the regular inline 6, which has, you know, almost 400 horsepower. Then you can get like a detuned version that has less than 300 horsepower. It's still an inline 6. But yeah, no, they're sticking with the 2.0 4-cylinder in the 110 version, and the 90 version as the base powertrain. But getting up and moving, good torque so far, and the transmission's really smooth with the 8-speed automatic. And funny enough, my wife and I went on a little adventure yesterday, so we drove her Defender quite a bit. I think like, gosh, I don't know, 300 miles or something. It was a long trek. And so I have that very fresh in my mind with how the 110 with the inline 6 drives. And I can tell you there is a substantial torque difference right off the bat. Like just instantly getting up and moving, you do feel quite a bit of a difference. But some other Defender stuff with the air suspension, really comfortable with the ride quality. And again, with the boxy design, you do get more wind noise compared to a regular vehicle, but overall it's actually pretty luxury when it comes to the noise, I guess is a good way to put it. Let's get our acceleration here with the 110 with the 4-cylinder. I mean, honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like, it's quick for a 4-cylinder turbo. With that being said, though, I still like the inline 6. I still like the inline 6. And the reason why is I feel like it's just the sweet spot. You look at the fuel economy with this, and you're not really going to get better fuel economy with this compared to the inline 6. And there's another Defender. I feel like Defenders, by the way, have become so popular here in Utah. Like, everyone has them now. But anyways, yeah, the fuel economy difference, like, this basically gets at the same, and I've heard some people tell me they get even worse in the 4-cylinder compared to the inline 6. So you've got the fuel economy side of things, and then when it comes to power, the inline 6 has more power. Now there is obviously a cost difference and a wheel size difference. If you get the inline 6, the smallest wheel you can fit without doing a caliper conversion is a 19-inch wheel, whereas with this you can fit an 18-inch wheel. So I guess if you're more into the off-roading, then, well, yeah, this could make sense, but at the same time, you could always do the caliper conversion. So I guess to cap things off, this is great for a 4-cylinder, and it does, you know, make the Defender more affordable. I mean, this is loaded up for $76K, whereas, I mean, with an inline 6, you're gonna be a bit more money. But I don't know, me personally, I'd rather spend the extra money, get the inline 6. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're team 4-cylinder or team 6-cylinder, but I think I'm team 6-cylinder in this case.